Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you might sound unbelievable at first, and that's exactly why you must watch till the very end. This coin worth must be $42,000, or maybe $48,000. Must give you a small house or a super bike. In your hand, in your pocket, or inside an old drawer. There could be a simple-looking United States of America Abraham Lincoln 1 cent from 1956 with a D mint mark. And this tiny copper coin has shocked collectors around the world. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating, and this is not clickbait. People ignored this penny for decades, and some of them are still confused today, while others quietly turned their luck around overnight. At first glance, the 1956 D. Lincoln cent looks ordinary. Lincoln's portrait on the front, wheat ears on the back. Nothing fancy. It weighs about 3.11 grams, made mostly of copper, and millions were minted in Denver. That's why most people throw it away or spend it without a second thought. But here's the twist nobody talks about openly. Not all 1956 D pennies are the same. And that single difference is where the Rare U.S. story begins. Imagine holding a coin that looks normal, but under the light, something feels off. The letters may look thicker, numbers slightly doubled, or the design not perfectly centered. This is where error coins come into play. A rare minting error can turn a common penny into a monster collectible. Some error Lincoln cents have crossed unbelievable auction figures. People hear these numbers and think it's a lie, but serious collectors know one thing very well. Rarity plus demand changes everything. Now, let me be very clear, because I don't want you to fall for random fake claims online. Not every 1956 D penny is worth big money. Judy Batten par die and nadu. The real value explodes only when a coin has something special. A dramatic error, an unusual strike, or an extremely high-grade condition that survived untouched for decades. Those are the coins that create shockwaves in auctions and private sales. Here's where the suspense gets real. There are stories where rare Lincoln error cents didn't just sell for thousands, they entered six-figure territory. And in legendary cases, collectors talk about values reaching life-changing levels. People hear millions and laugh until they see what extreme rarity and bidding wars can do. When two wealthy collectors want the same coin, logic disappears and price becomes just a number. And yes, if you truly have something special, you are not stuck with one option. These coins will be sold through major coin auctions, where professional grading and global bidders push prices higher. You can also list them on platforms like eBay, where rare coins get massive attention, or even sell through Facebook collector groups where serious buyers actively hunt for hidden gems. The key is knowing what you have before letting it go. That's why I say this again slowly. Why are you confused if this coin is already with you? If you own a 1956 D. Lincoln cent, the smartest move is not to ignore it, not to rush, but to examine it carefully. Look for errors. Check the weight around 3.11 grams. Inspect the strike and consider professional grading. One small detail can change the entire story of that coin. People miss opportunities not because they're unlucky, but because they hesitate. Somewhere, someone checked an old coin jar, found something unusual, and today they tell a very different life story. Raiden Rad and Mirbana sounds like a dream, but every big coin discovery started exactly the same way, with a person who decided to look twice instead of looking away. So don't let this be just another video you scroll past. If you have that 1956 D. Abraham Lincoln 1 cent, take it seriously. I'm not laughing, I'm not making fun, and I'm definitely not here to waste your time. The real treasure world rewards those who pay attention. Check your coins, learn the truth, ignore the fake noise, and if your penny is special, the market is waiting for you. Listen carefully and don't skip a second, because the coin I'm holding right now looks small, looks ordinary, but history has a habit of hiding miracles in the most common places. If you have a United States of America Abraham Lincoln 1 cent from 1945 with the S mint mark, stay with me till the end, because this is not a joke. This is not clickbait, and I'm not exaggerating for drama. Many people already lost money simply because they didn't know what they had in their hands, and I don't want you to be one of them. At first glance, the 1945 S. Lincoln wheat penny feels like any other old copper coin. But remember one thing. 1945 was the end of World War II. Metal supplies were changing, mint pressure was extreme, and mistakes happened silently. This coin weighs about 3.11 grams, and even a tiny difference in weight, color, or strike can turn an ordinary penny into something collectors fight over like treasure. People laugh at 1 cent coins until they learn the truth. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Most people Google this coin and see small prices. Then they give up. That's the biggest mistake. The real money is not in normal coins. The real money is in rare conditions and hidden errors. Double-dyed details, off-center strikes, clip planchets, weak or missing letters, unusual mint mark shapes, or strange textures on Lincoln's face or wheat ears. If your coin has even one serious mint error and is preserved well, its value doesn't stay small anymore. I'm saying this slowly so it sinks in. There are collectors who pay thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in legendary museum-level cases, even millions of dollars for one coin. Yes, millions. I'm not joking. And I'm not here to waste your time. Coins of extreme rarity, historical demand, and confirmed errors have broken records before, and this exact error is watched closely by professional buyers. People ask me, why would someone pay that much for a penny? Because rich collectors don't buy metal, they buy stories. A 1945 S. Lincoln cent connects to war history, mint pressure, limited quality control, and survival over decades. Add a rare error in top condition, and suddenly your coin isn't a penny anymore, it's an asset. And here's the part that should wake you up at night. If this coin is sitting in your drawer, wallet, or old piggy bank, you're confused for no reason. Why are you hesitating? If you have it, use it. You can sell it through professional coin auctions, where serious buyers compete. You can list it on eBay with proper photos and grading. You can even connect with collectors through Facebook groups and private dealers. This coin has multiple doors, but only if you open your eyes. Don't listen to people who say it's just 1 cent without checking errors, weight, and condition. Those are the same people who once spent rare coins without knowing and now regret it. Focus on facts, not noise. Check the weight. Inspect the details under magnification. Compare with known error examples. And if something feels different, you might be holding something powerful. Imagine this for a moment. You upload clear photos. Experts notice something unusual. Collectors start messaging you. Bids start rising. And suddenly a coin you ignored your whole life is changing your financial reality. Overnight stories don't happen every day, but when they do, they start exactly like this, with someone who didn't ignore a small sign. So I'll say it again, slowly and honestly. If you own a 1945 S. Abraham Lincoln 1 cent, do not rush, but do not sleep on it either. Check it properly. This coin can be common or it can be life-changing. The difference is knowledge. And now you have it. Stay smart, stay alert, and never underestimate what history can hide in 1 small cent.
Imagine you're holding a small brown coin, dated 1937, Abraham Lincoln staring back at you. It's a very powerful copper coin. This gives you a superbike or car, or a small house maybe. And you think it's just another old penny. But what if this exact coin is a reason some people never sleep at night after they sell their collection too cheaply? I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not joking. Stay with me till the end. Because the truth about the 1937 Lincoln 1 cent can shock you, confuse you, and maybe even change the way you look at every coin in your house from today onward. The 1937 Lincoln wheat penny was minted in the United States of America during the Great Depression era, a time when money itself had a different meaning. Millions were produced, yes, But don't let that word fool you. Millions minted does not mean millions survive in valuable condition. Most were spent, damaged, cleaned, or melted over time. What survives today in high-grade condition or with rare mint errors is a completely different story. And this is where the real game begins. Now listen carefully, because this part matters. A normal 1937 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, and its official weight is about 3.11 grams. If your coin is far off from this weight, even slightly, that's not something to ignore. Weight differences can be the first silent signal of a mint error, a wrong planchet, or metal inconsistency, and collectors pay very serious money for such mistakes. Here's where suspense kicks in. Most people look at a coin and only see the date. Smart collectors look at the details. The letters in Liberty, the date spacing, Lincoln's eye and beard, the wheat ears on the reverse and the rim. Some 1937 cents are known to exist with dramatic off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, weak strikes, and even doubling that the naked eye misses at first glance. These are not fairy tales. These are real auction results, real collector demand, real money. Now let me be very clear so no one says later that they were misled. A regular, circulated 1937 penny is usually worth a small amount, but a high-grade uncirculated coin, especially one graded by a professional service, can jump into hundreds and thousands of dollars. And when you add a strong, confirmed mint error into the picture, values can explode beyond what normal people expect. This is exactly why some rare error coins have sold for life-changing amounts. I am not here to spread fake hope. I am here to tell you why people search their coins obsessively. You might hear wild claims online saying millions of dollars, and I want you to be smart about this. Not every 1937 cent is a jackpot, but history proves that extreme, one-of-a-kind errors, wrong metal strikes, or top population grade examples are the coins that rewrite price records. These are the coins that go to major auctions, that create bidding wars, that make headlines in the collector world. That's not luck. That's rarity plus demand. And here's the part that should make you pause. If you already have this coin, why are you confused? Why are you hesitating? People spend years looking for what you might already own. If your coin looks unusual, weighs different, or shows strange details, the smartest move is not to ignore it, not to clean it, and definitely not to rush sell it cheaply. This is how people lose money without even realizing it. Yes, this coin can be sold. You can sell it through a professional coin auction where serious collectors compete. You can sell it on eBay if you know how to present it correctly with clear photos and honest details. You can even find buyers through collector groups on Facebook. The key is knowledge. The more you understand what you have, the stronger your position becomes. Coins don't make people rich overnight. Ignorance makes people poor overnight. I'll say this again slowly because it matters. Don't fall for fake stories, but don't ignore real opportunities either. The 1937 Lincoln wheat penny is a historical coin, a copper survivor from a different America, and in the right condition or with the right error, it becomes something far bigger than 1 cent. This is not about greed. This is about awareness. So the next time you see that 1937 date, don't laugh, don't scroll past, and don't assume you already know its value. Look closer, weigh it, study it, because sometimes a coin that can't be special is the one that teaches you the most expensive lesson of all, what you miss when you didn't look twice.